welcome everyone to another episode of Netflix, the Subbuteo show. In the last few weeks, we've talked about the best teams, best balls, best goals. This time, life is a pitch. Thanks for that one, Callum. We're going to be talking about the best pitches that Subbuteo have ever made. So the rules are only Subbuteo made pitches. So none of the new Astros or anything like that. Can come in a box set, sold separately, whatever you want. How are we all doing, guys?
Good. Okay, man. Good.
Can we just before we start, Stu?
Look at it.
What is going on?
Mate,
you've got your skateboarding hat behind you, and now you've just come straight.
This is my sort of like early grunge. It's my early grunge hat.
All right, Kurt Cobain.
It's kind of got that look. If I had a colour, I'll go get my sunglasses in a minute and wayfare it up. It's warm. It's an ugly hat. Come on, join the club.
Putting out the locker here.
Oh, this is bad.
We're getting down under.
All right, mate. I tell you what, Kevin will enjoy that.
So are we gonna have a hat week now?
Well, I thought that was
bring your best hat.
Christmas special is a hat week in itself.
Well, edit that out. Edit mine out.
No, keep that in. Keep that in. In the comments, though, just let me know, like, is Stuart's hat decent, or is he just having...
I'll give you a close-up. It is so ugly. That's what makes it cool.
It's absolutely horrendous.
Wow.
It's hideous, isn't it? But it's cool.
Yeah.
It's rock and roll,
Let
man.
us know in the comments, are you down with Stuart's hat or not down with Stuart's hat? Because that is special, that hat.
If you don't like my hat, give the video a thumbs up.
If you don't like it, yeah. I want to see a lot of thumbs up on this
Exactly. It's marketing.
And we did get lots of good comments last episode as well. We got a few really good suggestions for things that we're going to have to cover in future. So box sets, the most useless accessory. We talked about the sticky back net last time, but there's probably a few.
I really like the idea.
Not useless, though, is it?
I like the idea of us talking about the most useless accessory, because it means we are going to have to say what is so bad that we're going to have to talk other people's useless accessory into being useful, so you can prove that yours is useless.
Yeah.
I do think that's going to be hilarious.
This could be a two-part special, the accessory.
Yeah. Right, let's get on to pitches. Callum, you said you've done no research and you've got nothing to say, so you can go first.
Excellent. All right, cool. Right. My experience with pitches is pretty limited. I haven't played properly for like a long time, so unfortunately I've got no experience of like the new Champions League pitch, which I know a lot of people really, really like, or the snowy pitch, which I know people really like. My old man's got a snowy pitch on his pitch at the moment, but it's still got a penalty spot missing, isn't it? The new Subbuteo snowy pitch.
Yeah.
Excellent. That is typical Subbuteo, isn't it? Just like even now in 2020, they still can't get something bang on 100% right. It does look
think it's covered by snow. It's just covered by a bit of snow.
Then someone needs to get out there with the old paintbrush and whatever that other stuff was. Yeah, get it on there. But yeah, so I'm going to go real simple this week. And the reason I'm going to go with it is because I just think they hit it and it worked perfectly. Playability-wise, it's decent, especially if you can get it flat. That's the hardest thing with the pitch I'm going to put in, is it does take a little bit of effort to get it flat. It's not this Premier League pitch, which was the one I used to play on, but it's rubbish. Look how creased it is. You can't get this thing flat, and it's sticky. When you like
sticky?
A player, like
why is it sticky?
Yeah, when you get when you you get like a heavyweight and the bases, especially around the top, have that little bit of plastic that sort of sticks out of it a little bit, and you flick it and it gets caught on the nylon on this. Oh, it's horrible, absolutely horrible. So the reason I'm putting the other pitch I'm going to put forward for is I think aesthetically it does the job. It's nothing particularly special, but it looks like a football pitch, with the exception of the shooting area, obviously. And I love it to play on. So I'm just putting forward the classic 70s base number, mate. The bog standard Subbuteo pitch. For me, it's the best pitch. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, aesthetically, there might be others that potentially look better. But I'm throwing the standard base out there. And I'm not even going to argue about it, because I'm putting it forward and that's it.
That was quick, wasn't it, for Callum?
That was
too quick.
That's very quick. Somebody did tweet before about the 70s base pitch. So Paul Butler said that that's his favourite one, the 70s base pitch.
Thank you,
he used wallpaper paste to attach it to a board, but used too much in some areas, so it made it really slow in some areas, like a heavy 70s pitch. And the hashtag baseball ground. So yeah, one for the purists, that kind of thing.
I don't remember the baseball ground from back then, but I remember the baseball ground in the 90s, and it was equally as bad then. It was terrible. But yeah, sticking it down is difficult. I used to pin all my pitches, but yeah, getting them flat is tough.
I do feel the creases come out of it a lot easier than the nylon ones, though.
Yeah.
Well,
Only
yeah,
just like
look
hang
at
them
that.
and they drop out.
Like, it's horrendous. Yeah, like, yeah, the nylon, like the Premier League pitch looks nice. It was a nicer green, but then there was, like you were saying earlier on, Stu, like about some of the beige pitches. They've got slightly different logos. There are slightly different shades of green on some of them.
Yeah.
Like I've got the one I usually have behind me is quite dark, but there are some lighter ones. And then like with this pitch here, the reason I love this one is because it was a really dark green, like most sort of 90s pitches were, because they started to get that sort of part synthetic look about them. So aesthetically, this one looks cool, but I'm throwing the beige pitch forward because I just think you just can't go wrong with it. There's loads of them out there. They play really well once you get it flat, and yeah, perfect. Next person, please, before I, talk myself out of it.
Go on then, What have you got?
I'm like, a lot of the pitches I'd be used to using are not field based. So the likes of the Extreme Works pitch, probably the best pitch you can buy and play on. But obviously it's not Subbuteo, so can't put it forward.
If you are watching anyone at Extreme Works, we don't have a sponsor yet. So if you are watching, get involved. Thanks.
The only pitch that I own is Pegasus.
Okay.
So for me, a Pegasus would be the best pitch maybe that I own.
Where's he gone?
He's just done a teleportation.
He did.
He's so sick. He's so fuming that he can't have the Pegasus pitch in because it's not
allowed.
He can't have the Extreme Works. He's gone, do you know what? I'm not doing it tonight, boys. I'm off.
we knew it was going to be a controversial subject, this one.
You don't reckon he's been kicked out there because we ain't got the 1,000 subs?
Maybe he has, mate. Maybe
don't reckon it's happened live on air.
Maybe his missus has had enough. Let's just fill some space. I'm on eBay at the moment.
Of course, there's electricity. Yeah.
I'm on eBay at the moment, everyone. And if you do want to pick up one of these fantastic Premier League pitches that there is behind me here, if you go onto eBay and just put in Subbuteo pitches, there are 2 Premier League pitches available. I want to buy it now. One you can get for $7.99. Oh, here he is. He's back.
There he is.
And one you can get for £4.25. So that's not bad. So maybe we should put the Premier League pitch forward, boys. It's quite cheap. We can put it in our set.
I think you've told everyone that it's rubbish.
Sorry about that.
We was worried, Lawrence, that you'd been kicked out because we didn't get 1,000 subs.
I thought that was it, mate.
We thought it happened live.
Somebody rang my phone. How do you stop that?
I don't know, actually.
Don't know.
Go into your... I don't know, like do not disturb mode, maybe.
But
yeah.
Oh, no, he's gone again.
He's gone again.
No, I'm still here. I'm just trying to think.
We just can't see him.
What's
just
happened
flashing his logo off.
Yeah, he is, yeah. He's just going, yeah. By the way, if in doubt, check what's his Subbuteo art, everyone. Look at my...
Callum, while you're looking at pictures on eBay, what are people trying to... What are the silly prices people are trying to sell some pictures for? Is there some dozy prices on there? Vintage and retro.
In fairness, like most of these are like really cheap. There's one here in a box, the Subbuteo nylon pitch, reference 61109, $2.99. No one's bid on it. It's got 3 days left. Or the FA. Someone's got the FA Premier League playing cloth rare football.
Rare.
$9.99.
Vintage.
The UEFA Champions League premium pitch. Wowzer. £29.97.
I guarantee you, if you like that, have a look at the seller. That'd be Subbuteo World.
Well, he can charge what he wants, can't he? He's got 6 available, apparently.
But they're on Amazon for £15.
Business information. Mad About Games.
It's Mad About Games. He's normally good for his prices. That's surprising.
There's a football, right? There's an eBay listing here with 4 days left in it, right? Vintage Subbuteo pitch, but the picture is a Football Express. It is a Football Express. He's selling a Football Express, and he's listed it wrong, and it's currently
that's going to cost him.
Yeah.
Only on from Anna. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's help this. £10. Let's help this guy out because he's listed. He's got a few bits of it, a few broken bits. Doesn't really, yeah. Like he's got one of the original flicking keepers in there. The other goalkeepers have seen better days. I'm not going to lie. But you're not in it for the players. You're in it for the pitch. So you've got the goals are on there with the little rebound boards. Yeah, right. So the item number, everyone, is
0118 999 88199 9119 725 3.
Let me just find it. Is
Oh my god.
22.
Definitely your listings.
Hey. The item number, everyone. Get on it because this could be an absolute bargain. Or this guy's going to get a load of bids and he's going to wonder what's going on. The item number is 224267293858. Stu, when you're editing it, make sure you put that up.
If
But
you
yeah, it
text
looks
£5 to that number,
text give now. Please.
Right.
But yeah,
What's
no,
he? You were
you were
talking Pegasus.
Nothing's mad.
Callum, you've had your go, mate. Your box is closed.
You asked me about. I was just finishing off, mate.
Pegasus is not Subbuteo, right?
No.
No.
I tell you what.
I'm stuck. I'm going to have to. Obviously, Pegasus can't go forward. Extreme Works can't go forward. So to me, the only pitch is the standard cloth pitch that comes in a Subbuteo set, which is rubbish. So
You could go for the astro pitch, because the astro pitch is what inspired them. That's Extreme Works and the peg.
If you were going astro pitch, I would have to go astro pitch because we have a few of them in the club. So the only other thing I would put forward is a Champions League pitch, but I've never played in one. So, but for looks, I would say Champions League pitch. But I'll put the astro pitch forward. There you go, astro pitch. But can I ask one thing?
Go on.
This is Subbuteo, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering, can we put the NFL pitch forward?
The NFL pitch.
I know why he said this. I've seen this on Twitter. I know what he's doing.
The one with the big name and all down the side. Can that not go forward? No.
That's also the problem with the Champions League pitch.
Hey?
Like ridiculous sponsors all around the edge on the Champions League pitch.
But they look like advertising hoardings.
What advertising hoardings have you seen that are flat on the ground, mate?
No.
The ones that
you say that though. You say that. There's always the ones behind the ground that are painted at the angle, aren't they? So they're sharp on TV.
Behind the goal, mate. Not all around it.
Look, these firms, UniCredit, PS4, etc., paid a lot of money to have an association with the Champions League. And if they want it on their Subbuteo pitch, they can have it.
I bet they didn't pay a lot of money to get on the Subbuteo pitch.
I bet they do affiliate marketing on it, though.
Probably, yeah.
No, it's the NFL.
The Los Angeles Raiders pitch is not available to be put forward. You can get
Right, go on then, Stu. Cheer us up with your Italian 90 pitch.
No, yeah. I'm not doing it. See, it's not happening. I've got beef with the Italian 90 pitch. All right,
hang on. Actually an Italian 90 pitch?
Yeah. That's how good that range was, Callum, see? No, look. And it's got Baresi on the box.
Yeah, but what pitch is in it? Is it actually
Italian 90? Yeah, look, hang on. To be honest, it's an awful pitch. Really bad.
Do you know what?
Does it have Italian in red waiting?
No, it's just white. Look.
Oh, okay.
No, not have it right up the side of the pitch.
Yeah, that's really badly done, that.
Yeah, and you know what, right? It's a different material. It is, in fairness to it, right? It's a different material. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. You can't really see, I suppose, like that.
You're holding it out like we can feel it. Yeah, give me a feel.
Yeah, I know.
Film it.
It's like, I suppose it's I wouldn't know what to call it.
Yeah.
But my beef with it, right, is the shape. The cut's not very good. So it's not cut straight. I don't know if I've just got like a bit of a throw, like a dodgy one. But if you put the fence around the edge, it don't fit properly. So I've got beef with that pitch. But before we go on to my beef with that pitch,
the love affair is over.
I know, right? It's the one area they messed up on. So online, we've got Subbuteo Brummies said winter pitch. Winter pitch got a lot of love actually. Carwin went with. It is a lovely pitch. Carwin also went with winter pitch as well. Although he said most new Subbuteo stuff is atrocious. Finger flicking good. That was a good podcast. Last episode 4 was episode 5. I really enjoyed that. You boys talking about the painting.
The whole series was really good. Really, really enjoyed it.
One of them was quite controversial.
Sorry?
One of them was quite controversial. I wasn't on it.
There was one that I was hardly on it.
That's because you're the common voice of reason.
I liked not being on this one.
Eh?
I liked not being on the most recent one. Because it meant I listened to it more and didn't cringe. No, I weren't on the last one. It was just you boys talking about painting.
Yeah. You see, I'm like you. I like it when I'm not on it.
Exactly, because you don't hear your own voice. You're not worried about what's going to come out your mouth next. I worry when I'm talking.
It's all right. None of us are getting invited back. Don't worry.
No, do you know what though? He wants my old man to go on it. I got to try and convince my old man to do one for series 2.
He'll do it, won't he?
That'd be good.
He'll say that he won't. I've mentioned it to him. I don't know, like 2 weeks ago, before Derek even said, because I was like, oh, we should get you on the Subbuteo show as a special guest. And he's like, oh, I'm not doing that. But he 100% would if I really
He
asked
was on
him
the
to.
documentary, wasn't he? He was on that Subbuteo, I can't even say it, Subbuteo or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Oh, mate,
Right,
he
so
would do
anyway,
it. I need to go. Anyway, yeah, pitches.
Yeah, so anyway, Derek said, can't go wrong with a 70s green. But he did say likes Champions League pitch as well. And then Fred Asabio said he had a moan at us because of our obsession with must be Subbuteo branded. Didn't like the way that we was just isolating it to just Subbuteo. Wants us to open our eyes. So,
well,
fair play. Fair comment.
I did say that. Do that. Yeah, we are going to do that.
I did say that.
Just keeping this first bit Subbuteo. But yeah, so it is a fair point. I do understand.
That's it. So then we had Gareth come at me with a message and said, what did he say? He said Football Express, but then he also did the blue indoor pitch. You know, the American version? Is it the NASL one?
The NASL one, okay.
Yeah, and to be honest, in fairness, it does look good. It's a lovely
Someone's
looking
just
pitch.
tweeted me that and it looks amazing.
Indoor pitch, blue. They go for a lot of money. A hell of a lot of money. Where's the rest of me bits then? And then we had David Elton said 70s green, cotton pitch. We then had Dan Luck said Astro pitch, Subbuteo made. If not, then the 70s cotton one. And then on Instagram, I had a little bit of love tonight, which was quite nice to see. So I had just generally, one guy said clap, fire, heart, hands up, eyes, which I don't know what that translates to. So I think he likes.
I think he's saying the 70s phase. Yeah.
Another guy did like a smiley face at an angle. So that's again unproductive. Another guy just said what? So it was productive on Instagram. No, but then so Obid then said Astro pitch, can't go wrong, snowy pitch. And then Jelly John said got to be the Astro as well. He can't believe how smooth and true it runs. He found one in his loft the other day. Didn't think he'd be able to get it working, but it was fine. But I've got beef with the Astro pitch. I've got beef with all Astro pitches because they are great pitches. They play really well. But why, like the lines, they're just a bit hard, aren't they? If you're sliding a player over that, it can get caught. Similar to how you said players can get stuck on the nylon pitch. They can get stuck on that and trip. Maybe it's just because I'm crap.
Could be.
Maybe.
I agree because one of the things you notice about the one of the things you notice about the Astro pitch is so many people put them down and then put another pitch on top of them anyway. So they can't be that good
because they are a good base. I've done that. My old man's got an Astro base underneath, an Astro pitch.
It slows everything down quite a lot. So one of the big things with the Champions League pitch and the winter pitch is people say they're really fast, and they are. You can go from one end to the other with one flick of the ball. But if you put it on top of an Astro pitch, it slows it down quite a lot. It makes it a bit more playable normal. But they're not my picks. None of them are my picks. I know you all thought I was going to say Italian 90. Probably thought I was going to say winter pitch as well.
Well, I didn't because I didn't know the Italian 90 pitch even existed, mate, until 2 minutes ago. So.
That's the only reference number I had as well, which I now don't know because it's behind me. But I'm actually going quite modern. I know that's quite controversial, but I'm not going modern to the whole... Like, this is the Champions League pitch that you get in the box set. Like, it's that thin, you can probably see me through it.
Oh, I hate those pitches.
It's horrible. That's not the pitch. But they did actually make a modern pitch. It was nice. So when they did the 2012 relaunch set, and they relaunched it properly, the pitch they put out is gorgeous. It's really, really nice. It's like a really fine sort of Astro pitch. It's not backed. It's pure material.
Can I feel it?
Feel it now, yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, like it does feel a little bit. Yeah.
I'm gonna put on my daughter's awesome hat.
And then disappear.
Magic hat.
It's gone.
What is going on? That's going to be so good on the video. It's perfect.
I already thought it was going to cut the internet.
Watsy has gone again.
So anyway, this pitch, I like. It's thick. It's not thin like the other ones. It's thick, but it's got kind of an AstroTurfy feel. It's not full on Astro, but it feels really. It's nice and thick. And I did.
That come out? 2012.
This is 2012, but in the new sets, they've gone back to it. In the new sets, they've actually gone back to that pitch. So they've had that, gone to that silly little thin, flimsy thing, and now they've gone back to that pitch again. And it's not until you actually really play on it that you realise just how nice it is. It's thick. The only problem I've got with it is, same as the Astro, right, is that the lines are stick out a bit, but it's not quite as much as the Astro. They're not as bad, and they will fade down. But it's just a lovely pitch. I did a couple of years ago.
It looks a nice colour.
Yeah, it's cool. It's gorgeous. It's full size.
Here he is.
There he is. What?
Right.
You put the hat on and disappeared.
There he is. He's back.
Lawrence, it was the hat, wasn't it? You put the hat on and disappeared.
Hat gone.
And had interfered with it. Awesome.
So you've unfortunately missed Stuart's great pitch of the pitch.
It's the newer pitch. But what I was saying to the boys is, they did this in 2012, went to them silly thin pitches, and now in the new sets, they've gone back to this again. You can feel how strong it is. Just when I go like that, you can feel the pull on it. It's really nice. It's structured.
I've played on the pitch.
Right here, mate. I can feel that right here.
I've played on the pitch in the new set, and it's really, really good. It is that. I thought it was the best bit of the new set, to be honest. It really was. It's brilliant.
It is.
Yeah.
It's the best. The new set will get slagged off to high heaven, but the pitch in it is pucker. It really is.
How much is the new set brand new?
On Amazon, 34 quid. Yeah, 34 quid on Amazon. Oh.
But when they drop in price to about 20, that's going to be worth getting for the pitch.
Worth it just for the pitch. I mean, just
the pitch is good, yeah.
I folded that up, and immediately I think I could use that as a blanket. It's generally
mate, you need
really nice. Mate, it's cold in here. It's cold. It is a really nice pitch. And a couple of years ago, when I did my Subbuteo tournament in the shop for charity over the World Cup, we used that. We didn't have to iron it. We literally took it out of the box, laid it on a piece of MDF, and it was flat straight away. It didn't move. It didn't. And we had people that had never played Subbuteo ever playing on it. Kids, it didn't move or anything. It was really good. Who?
Nothing, mate. Nothing. I was taking a dig at you, Stephen. It's fine. I apologise already.
I missed it, so there you go. Yeah.
Mate, I think everyone did. If there's a tumbleweed that we can edit into this, that'd be great.
Make sure it's getting across now. So yeah, so for me, I'm putting forward the new box set pitch, not the flimsy one that comes in the Champions League, but that pitch is seriously worth its weight in gold. Honestly, it really is. And I folded it. I mean, that's folded up now. I could lay that out flat and it wouldn't have a crease in it. It's honestly fantastic.
Nice.
So we've got 70s beige, Astro, and the new pitch. That's a pretty strong lineup already, I think. Yeah. I did get a few more suggestions in. So I mentioned Paul's 70s beige. Andy Hammond was the one who sent in the picture of the indoor one, which looks really good.
I've just seen a picture of that on Peter Upton's website. It looks decent.
It's a nice set.
With the Aviva balls.
Oh, very nice.
Nice.
Because the Aviva ball was part of the American range, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's madness, but yeah. So that came
No,
with
just
that
a
came
cake
with
top.
them, I think. Oh yeah, it is. You're right.
Scott Carlin said the Astro, which I think that's a pretty strong one. Colourfield, the winter pitch gets his vote, which is again good choice. And Fred, who I think you've already mentioned, Stu, came to me and said the old school Subbuteo cotton pitch, the AstroTurf, and the extreme pitch. So yeah.
Okay, cool.
My choice is one of those, and I gave it away in a tweet before, but I'm going to go with the winter pitch for quite a few different reasons. One of them, I've probably not played on even half the pitches that are available, so I'm not really in a good place to say about some of the older ones. I do like the 70s beige, but I do find, obviously, because they're from the 70s, they're a bit tatty now, so I've never played on a good one. I did want to say the early 90s one, but it's just rubbish.
Yeah, it's great.
Too bright, and it just, it
falls apart. It frays around the edge.
Yeah, it does. And the players' arms get caught in it when you're playing with lightweights as well.
That's similar to the heavyweights on this Premier League one. They just get caught in the nylon material.
Yeah.
And I've never played on the Premier League one, but I do like the winter pitch, and I like it for quite a few different reasons. One, I think, like Stu, you were saying with the new pitch, the material is amazing. You could use it as a blanket.
Yeah,
it's just so strong. I wonder if it's similar in terms of the material used. I think the design's just
them pitches, them Champions League and winter pitches. They're thinner than that one in the box set.
Okay, it is quite big. The winter one. It's one of the bigger pitches that you can get, which makes it a bit awkward to play with. But it just looks brilliant. It's just fun,
Yeah,
and I love it just because it's probably the only new product in 10 years that everyone's gone absolutely mad for as well. Like when that first came out, it was impossible to get your hand on one. It sold out instantly. Everyone was after one. Everyone was willing to pay good money for it. And the pictures when people put them in stadiums and on boards, they all look absolutely fantastic.
Looks good with floodlights on the winter pitch.
I shamelessly stole Stephen Gladwell's picture. He sent me them for a blog a while ago and put it on Twitter today, and it's just gone crazy. Everyone retweeting it, saying how great it looks, saying it looks like Spartak Moscow's pitch and all this. It just looks fantastic and it's just fun. And apparently you can buy the other penalty spot on eBay. Somebody started selling the other penalty spot that you could stick onto the pitch, which I didn't know, which is brilliant.
That is pucker.
What happens
That's
that
an
winter?
entrepreneur.
He's
got it.
In case you're wondering what we're laughing at, it's because Watsy's disappeared and let out a massive F-bomb. I have one problem with the winter pitch. I'm going to bring up my one problem with the winter pitch now. And it's not even to do with the pitch, it's to do with the packaging. All right, so you get the 3 balls of it, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, when you look at it, I'm just going to grab it so I can show you. I can't even reach the bloody thing now. Come here. So when you look at that, when I looked at that online, I thought the balls were going to be in a bubble.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It looks like it should be in a bubble, but they're not. It's just the sticker that's stuck on, and you then get the balls in this crappy little bag that looks like that.
Oh, yeah.
Nice team, by the way.
Are the balls any good?
No,
they're
I
shocking.
haven't even opened the bag. But
No, I haven't.
But I also think the pitch has led to,
awful.
More people are creating more pictures off the back of it. There's the muddy pitches and somebody's done a blue pitch.
Blue pitch?
Yeah, someone's done it. But I just think it's exactly what it should be with a Subbuteo accessory. It's fun. It's different. It's, it reminds people of sort of older games and, nostalgic. And it works great with the Orange Tango as well, which is already in our dream set. So.
This is true.
Can we not discuss the muddy pitch? Because it's still a product. Discussed other items, but did somebody not say they bought one and it was really slow?
Yeah, me. I didn't like the way it played. I said on my channel that it was really slow, but then I don't know if that's because I'm crap.
Yeah, see,
with things like the muddy pitch and the winter pitch, though, I think that they're probably not going to be the best playable pitches, but they just look so great. They're definitely worth.
It is a bad look,
including when you.
Like I say, my old man plays all the time, and he's got both the muddy pitch and the snowy pitch, and he loves them both. Like, he can play on them both. He doesn't really think the muddy pitch is that slow in comparison to what he plays on already.
It might be because I had it on top of an Astro. I had it on top of the Astro pitch.
Yeah, see, I think he plays with.
Could be
why. He's got an Astro down as well, but he may not do. I'd have to ask him. But yeah, so he found out. Okay, my biggest issue with the snowy pitch, right, and it might just be me. I just think the red lines are ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the red lines, but
because to me, I'm trying to think, like, when has there been?
You think it would be better with no lines and just the shadow?
Yeah, maybe, or like in my head, like blue. In my head, I'm sure I've seen a team like, but we don't have a lot of snow over here. And I'm literally on Google now trying to find pictures of snowy games of football, right? And I cannot find one picture that's got red lines on it.
What else I've noticed as well, which is a bit random. If you look up where the Subbuteo logo is, it's very just stuck on.
Yeah.
Like it's not sort of faded in or anything like that, is it? It's just like that, dude.
Yeah.
It could have been faded into it a little bit.
Because most games go into a game with the white lines down, and then if it snows, it's like, quick, get the old shovels out.
Yeah, it's true.
I think find a picture with red lines.
How many people as a kid got the pitch out and put salt or something on it to recreate the snowy pitch and tried to recreate it themselves? I just think this is a nice thing to have an official Subbuteo accessory.
It is a really cool product. It's a really cool product. I just think it could have been a little bit better.
Yeah.
Lawrence, go on, man.
Like the cooker, the stuff that wrapped your cooker or fridge in, made we white bubbles.
Polystyrene.
I remember when I went to the Stadium of Fingers and played at Stephen Morton's place, he, every year before the winter pitch even come out, he did a snow pitch and he used to use like cotton wool all over it. And it was the best leveler ever for skill, because the only way you could flick your player was kind of to propel him up in the air so he went over.
That's my sort of
Good
pitch.
fun. It was good fun, honestly.
To be fair, Stevens Fingers Stadium is unbelievable.
Yeah,
and he's got all sorts. He's got like the World War One set up. Like he's got everything. It's such a like this. He's got some cool before, and he's been doing it like before
Forever.
it was cool. You know what I mean? Like before it became like it's really, really popular now, especially with all these new 3D printers and stuff. Like loads of people are doing different things with them, and it's brilliant. I love it because it's helping to keep the game alive outside of the official stuff.
Yeah,
and it keeps it fun as well. It's just
it's
so
exactly
ridiculously fun what he's done with the stadiums.
The Hogwarts one is so funny because you play it with a train going around it, and the train crosses the pitch, and you can't, no matter where you are on the pitch, all you want to do is rebound it off the train. You're not even trying to score a goal; you're trying to rebound it off the train.
Have you seen that non-league stadium somewhere in Eastern Europe that has the train running down the touchline?
Yes.
The steam train between the pitch and the stand, and occasionally it just comes through. And,
Did any ever see somebody on Twitter a couple of years ago put actual snow on their pitch, like in the corners, like banking the snow and stuff in their stadium? It looked awesome.
That did look good.
This could be a whole
real snow. It was like in the middle of Christmas or winter. They just made their pitch, the stands all around it, and they put big balls of snow in the corner as if it'd been swept off the pitch.
This could be a whole new range of accessories.
That must have ruined their pitch.
Subbuteo should launch a sort of a touchline, set of fans shoveling the snow off before the match, and a fan building a snowman accessory, and that sort of thing.
You get a roller, didn't you? Cricket did a roller.
Yeah, well, this is it. Like, it feels like there's a lot they could do, and we've spoken about it before, and I'm pretty sure I heard first saw it off of you, Stephen, saying about like how they market the game and who they're aiming it at. Their target audience is wrong. Like there's so much they could do with it. Like I think it was you that said, like with the Hornby stuff, like with the train stuff, the model stuff, because people would buy it just to build a stadium. Do you know what I mean? They like to not even play in it, to have how cool would it be to build their own stadium if they made loads of different types and bits, and like you say, all them little accessories. So if you had a winter pitch, you could have like the snow piled up and like kids in the stand. It would just like, how good would that be? It would be so good. So good.
There's people making these accessories for Hornby and for all the rail stuff. They're being made. So we just have to buy the pieces.
Yeah. There are so many things that they could do, and I just don't feel like they're going to. I just really
the VAR stand, but it's disappeared from a wee setup behind me.
Oh, is that from Subbuteo Stadium? Is it?
Yeah, I bought the VAR, and
I've not seen one of those.
I can't find it. I was looking for it. It's disappeared. It's probably dropped off.
But Subbuteo said they were actually releasing a VAR, and then they never haven't done it yet.
Are you surprised?
I got on the Match of the Day Facebook page with that Subbuteo Stadium VAR.
Did you?
Yeah.
Excellent.
They didn't.
I remember seeing it. Yes.
My tweet and just
So anyway, pitches, boys. So you've put forward what did you even say?
I'm doing the winter pitch.
Oh yeah. We literally just been talking about it
for about half an hour.
I know, but I can speak to what you said.
What's interesting, right, is the fact that there's four of us, but everyone slates modern Subbuteo, but two of the pitches we've put forward are modern.
Yeah, incorrectly. Yeah.
Here he goes.
I've not seen that new pitch. Like, if it is decent, then good.
It is very good.
But
Callum, I'm amazed you haven't put forward just a piece of chalk from the first box set.
I'm going to change my entry, everyone.
So Callum's going with.
I just think the Baser, like, it just.
It's Callum's nomination.
There it is. There's my new nomination.
That's it. So
so cool. That is so cool. If that's proper, legit, original bit of chalk, that's amazing. That is cool stuff. But yeah, like, I just, like, for me, I do like the look of the Astro pitch, and I have played on it, but it is massively quick as a pitch on its own. And it I don't know, it just feels a bit funny. Like, I don't like the way it feels. It feels a bit funny when you put your fingers on it. But yeah, I would go with a Baser for me. Like, But I appreciate, like, the winter pitch does look good, but for me, the red lines are a bit much. But then I don't know what else I would do with them, because you're right, you do need them to stand out. I'm pretty sure maybe but when you'd have to pre-plan to put red lines on a pitch, it means you have to be in a winter country, right? Because you wouldn't do that over here. So where are they going to use this? I see I've got a set here at the Emirates. Yes, this is why I think blue. The Emirates had blue lines.
Did it?
Yeah.
What? The Arsenal Emirates?
Yeah.
Blue
I've got a picture of it here.
lines?
I'll do. I will send it to you in the Twitter group. So
And I'll put it over this.
Yeah, they've got blue lines along there. So that's what in my head must be where I've kind of got it from. Maybe over here, we maybe use blue lines more. But yeah, like that's in my head what I would have done, because I just think red's very aggressive. It's a very aggressive colour for a line.
Yeah, I like this. I'm just reading the I don't know, 1953 to 1954 price list. And you could buy a green baize cloth for converting into a playing pitch. It wasn't a pitch. It was for converting into a pitch. So you could use your trusty chalk.
I'm assuming they gave you measurements, because getting the dimensions
54 inch by 36 inch.
They must have given you where to put what
Cost
lines.
15 shillings.
Oh,
I think it's shillings.
for
Let
nothing.
me just check my wallet, mate. I'll see if I've got some shillings kicking around.
And then
Well,
if you had 20 shillings, you could buy one that was of superior quality, whipped at the edges and imprinted with the pattern of the field of play. 54 inches by
made in
36
Manchester.
inches for playing area of 48 inches by 32 inches.
What does whipped at the edges mean?
So it doesn't fray.
So what does that mean, though? What have they done to it? What does whipped mean?
Just
In the
love
comments,
this.
let me know.
You don't get stuff like this nowadays. The way it says it underneath this pitch, it says both sets
The
K and M
superior.
consist of materials which have been specially selected as being the ideal surface on which to play Subbuteo table soccer. The marked out playing pitch is a very handsome. Yeah, hang on. The marked out playing pitch is a very handsome article. A new type of cloth, the result of much research. The way it calls a pitch handsome.
Hey, and he's right. And he's right.
Handsome.
And that is why we're going to vote for it as the winning pitch tonight.
Well, no, because you're saying the 70s pitch, aren't you? And I'm sure I've seen people say over the internet that
any of the base pitches.
no, but I'm sure people have said the 70s pitch is cotton, not baize or baize.
I'm saying a baizer. I don't care when it came out. I'm saying the baizer. That's what I've got. That's what I would use to play on. I don't care when it came out. That's what I'm putting in, and it's handsome, and it's a product of much research.
That's what it says, man. I love that handsome line.
And especially the one that's been pre-marked up, which is of superior quality. And if it hasn't been whipped around the edges, then I'm just not interested. It can't go in. It's got to be whipped around the edges. It's got to be fully marked up, the beautiful pattern of playing surface, and it needs to be
No red lines.
And if it isn't that, then frankly, it's just not a Subbuteo pitch. So thank you to the old school 1954.
56, I think it was, wasn't it?
Stephen,
do my argument for me.
53, 54.
53 and 54. The handsome Subbuteo pitch.
Oh, you know what? I've never noticed this before. We was talking earlier, weren't we, about names written on team boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I've never noticed. This box has obviously had a cup on it at some point. I don't know how well you can see it in the light. There's a ring of a cup there,
right.
Like a cup of tea. That's cool.
When did that cup of tea go on there?
You know what I mean? Was it a winning cup of tea? Like,
was it? It could have been a rubbish one. Maybe that's why.
What's the story behind that cup of tea?
Or somebody bought that box and then his missus came in, put the tea down there. Fuming.
I'm selling that now. Selling that now.
maybe it was George's cup of tea. Maybe it was your cup of tea. Yours?
Could have been Stuart's, yeah.
No, it definitely weren't mine. Joe? What's she done? She'll come in a minute and be like, what? I'm watching the telly.
Are we voting?
I think it's time for a vote then.
Okay, yeah.
Go on,
Go first. So
we've got winter, astro, brand new pitch, classic Baiser. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not voting first. No, I voted first last week, and I voted last week and got stitched up by the double vote. Fucking Legion of Doom down there voted me out, so I'm not having it. Bushwhackers.
Bushwhackers. All right, I'll take first
To
vote.
be fair, Watsy and Stephen look like the Bushwhackers, to be fair.
Oh, that's excellent. Right, I'm going to call the first vote. I'm going to go with the green 70s pitch because it is the most similar to the one that I wanted to vote for.
I can't go for cotton old beige pitches. I'm gonna go for winter pitch.
Okay.
Someone
So
is
you've got someone
fuming
agreeing
about
with you
that.
there.
Somebody is absolutely fuming. You've done what?
I'm going to return the favour and go with the Astro just because it's, you know, it was the first one of its kind and it's inspired so many pitches since. I'll go with the Astro.
There
So we've got one for winter, we've got one for Astro, we've
One
got one
each.
for green base. All comes down to Callum, look. Knowing he can't win himself.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go all X Factor on it. I'm going to leave it up. I'm going to leave it up. I'm going to leave it up to the public, mate.
No, you can't do that.
I love the performance. I love the performance that you put in there, but I'm not. I can't do it. I got to go to the public vote. I think that I love my artists, but I can't vote for mine. I can't vote for my act, and I think they were fantastic. I don't know why I've gone.
So-
I'm not Louis. I don't know who I am.
Does this mean that you voted for the most modern pitch around?
I'm doing it, mate. I'm doing it because I can. I'm voting for Stuart's modern pitch.
Oh, he
One-
talks about bushwhackers.
Here we go. Westwood
Wow.
Table Soccer loves modern Subbuteo. There you go.
That would be a meme. That would be made into a meme.
So
I'm voting
you
for
want to
it.
put this
I've
to the
never seen
public?
it. I've never touched it. Well, I felt it tonight, obviously. I've never seen it, never touched it, never played on it. But just because it's hilarious and Stu's telling me it's the most like the 70s pitch, I'm going for that.
So how are we
That's why
going
I
to do
didn't
this?
want
We're
you to
putting
last.
it to the public vote. Where do we want to
We're gonna
know
have
this
to.
vote? Where do we want to know it? In the comments?
It's got to be
In the comments,
yeah.
yeah.
In
What
the
we'll
comments.
do is...
I'll pin a
How are we
comment.
gonna
I'll
do
pin a
this?
comment at the top.
Yeah.
A, B, C, D, and what they are. Comment, and then we'll count them
Mhm.
up. And should we announce the winner on the Christmas episode?
On the Christmas
Yeah.
special, yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah,
people
yeah,
have
yeah.
got
Got a week.
until. So hang on, let's have a look. So people have got until 8 p.m. on Tuesday. Got till Tuesday 8 p.m. on the 15th of December to let us know by.
Yeah.
Right,
When they-
Awesome.
What are we doing for Christmas?
What, the show topic? Well, obviously, we've got our unbelievable Secret Santa. I'm so looking forward to this. To be fair, the Christmas special could be amazing.
I could be
Yeah.
really hated.
And I feel like somebody, I can't remember who it was, we put it in the group chat about somebody putting together box sets because it was how most people got Subbuteo at Christmas. So I think we've got it, haven't we?
It was tough.
I think we should.
Toffee art.
I think we need to ask people for their favourite ever box sets, but they also need to tell us some of the Christmas Subbuteo stories that what did they do when they
if we
opened the
get
box.
some really good ones,
Yeah.
we get some really good ones, we'll read them out
Yeah.
because that'll be
We're
good.
not going to
I
be
reckon
all we're going to vote on. Are we not voting, or are we just going to tell everyone's stories and our
because
stories?
we're not buying a box set, are we? So we'll just put like maybe even we'll just do our first box sets or how we got our first box sets, and then we'll get guys sending what their favorite one is, why it's their favorite, and maybe even when they got theirs. I just think it'd be quite a nice. So we don't argue. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Callum will probably tell the story of how he wrote off after reading Boy's Own to order his first copy, and how that's the best set ever.
Do you know what? I've not heard back, mate. I don't think that address exists anymore. I sent it in on a postcard, an addressed postcard. I sent it with return postage as well, and they've still not got back to me. So someone's conned me out of money.
Someone in Tunbridge Wells has done you.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to do for the first episode back in the new year. I like that.
Yeah.
We've got
I like that.
Christmas special coming up first, and there's going to be no voting involved in this one. We just want to know like what your favourite box set is, and if you've got a cool story about when you got your first box set. Or do you know what? Any Subbuteo, your first, you just got a team for Christmas or something.
Give us a
it'd be
story.
lovely. Any of the good ones.
Tell us how you ruined Christmas dinner with a Subbuteo tournament. Got the family
Callum.
fighting over the pitch, all that sort of stuff.
Or your mum ruined your tournament at
Callum,
Christmas.
you do the mulled wine. Stuart, you're doing the sausage rolls. I'll do the garlic bread. Stephen, you do the cocktail sausages.
I've got a friend that works in Greg's. Results.
Not advertising Craig's.
Cool.
So we've got the
Steve,
Christmas episode next week.
Yeah.
Then we have a break. We'll have a little break, and then we'll come back.
We'll come back in 2021 ready to smash out the best non-Subbuteo product.
We'll
I'm
put
looking
this
forward to
box
it.
set together.
That will be a good one. There could be a part 1 and a part 2 of that. There's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. Within that, you've got accessories, pitches, ball, loads and loads of
Cufflinks.
stuff. So that's cufflinks. Yeah, the bottle opener is actually
Bottle
decent.
Streakers.
So that's official Subbuteo though, isn't it?
That is.
So that counts. That can't be in.
You've got streakers.
The streakers are a good shout.
The Amiga computer game. The computer game for the Amiga and Commodore 64. Oh, that's Subbuteo though, isn't it? It's official.
Yeah, it's got to be non-Subbuteo.
Official.
So that's the best Subbuteo pitch, not decided. So we've got one of each. We've got the Astro, the Winter pitch, the most modern pitch that comes in the new set, and the 70s base pitch. So the final vote is down to you. Mention it in the comments. Tell us which one you like best, and you will decide the winner, the one with the most comments and the most. Are we doing comments or are we doing votes?
Well, we're going to do a pinned comment,
Comments.
and it'll.
So you're going to have to tell us that you love those pitches.
Yeah, and then you just choose
Vote
A,
modern.
B, C, D.
Vote modern.
No, you can't do this. You can't.
You could do it just because you didn't think of it first.
No,
No one's going to take him seriously in that hat anyway, so it's fine.
no, that's true. That's true. Yeah, no one's voting for you, mate.
Yeah,
I only voted.
this is technical voting again.
I know. Well, you started it, mate, last week.
No.
You
You
lit
started-
you lit this fire.
You and Stuart started the week before with the FF. So
Yeah, but that wasn't intentional. I was always going to go FF. I was surprised that Stuart went FF. Genuinely could not believe that he pulled the FF out the bag. But
I reckon, mate. I reckon you
even
could win
said
this for the
I
Astro.
was
I
gonna go
really do.
USA 90 I was going to go USA 94, but what I'm going to do so I can win is this. Out of order, mate.
I honestly think the favourite for this has got to be the Astro pitch. So I think Lawrence could be onto a winner here.
I think it's going to go down to the Astro and the Beza.
Yeah.
The winter. A lot of the modern guys will love. I think the one in the brand new box set, I think, is going to struggle unless anyone.
Yeah, I'm
going to
lose. Vote for me. Help me.
The other three could be decent.
Right.
So yeah,
Just
leave your comment.
Leave your votes in the comments.
Mhm.
And
It's all
see you
done.
next time
Yeah.
for some. We'll see you next time for some festive fun.
Excellent.
See you soon.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.